Hi everyone, it's Sarah from Ocean Dreams Energy Healing, and I wanted to come on for a short live tonight, send some crystal healing, and read from the oracle cards. So if you're watching a replay, let me know, #replay. Love to hear how you're doing and how the energy may have helped you as well. And I have my website in the comments there if you're interested in visiting it and booking your own personal session. So I'm going to give Facebook a few moments to let you all know that I am here. And I'm just typing in to the comments right now. Make it easy. And calling in the Reiki at this moment to just start flowing to everyone who is watching this now or on the replay for your highest and best good. And hopefully that works right there. And if that link doesn't work, you might have to put like a lower dash between book online. I'll correct it when I sign off. So I hope everyone's doing great with this new moon, and we had the eclipse today as well. And energy was really heavy for me, very emotional this morning. But I did some clearing on myself, got out for a little bit, and then had a session with my friend Deb, who does emotion code, and that just kind of helped nip all that in the bud. And I feel so much lighter right now. So I know I haven't come on in a while. I thought I would come on and say hi to everyone. Looks like someone might have popped on. Oops, can't see you. But just let me know. Say hi in the comments. And the crystal that I felt would be great for this new moon eclipse energy is one of my favorites in my collection. And it is Apophyllite and Stillbite. And the Apophyllite is the clear. It's kind of looks similar to clear quartz, but most Apophyllite come in like pyramid forms. So you might see, let me show you there to see how it kind of sticks up a little bit like a pyramid. You might find tiny little ones in the stores where they just have the little pyramids kind of like sliced off basically. And so that is the Apophyllite part, the clear part. And then if you could see the peach color, I want to get that in closer for you. The peach color is the Stillbite, and they both work together. Aloha, Christine. Yay, we have some good Hawaiian energy flowing here. So Apophyllite and Stillbite work great when you want to connect to you know, your guardians, your spirit guides, and also to raise your energy, raise your vibration. So I felt like the energy was just so heavy that we needed to bring out the big one today. And even though make sure to ground when working with Apophyllite too, because especially at nighttime, like I'm working with it now, the energy can be so intense and so high vibing, you know, it really uplifts you and energizes you, and also like purges all that yucky stuff that you're feeling. But at the same time, you don't want to be like up till 3, 4 in the morning. So if you're gonna work with Apophyllite, make sure that you call in some grounding energy. And you could use grounding oils like a black spruce or black pine. Vetiver is a great one too. That's really grounding, great for sleep. Lavender is a great one too. Right now I have my fine lavender with me, and I was using that earlier. I like to just put a little bit on my crown and behind, you know, behind the back of my neck there. But lavender is a good one. I find lavender grounding. Not everyone does. So. But if, yeah, like I said, if you're going to work with Apophyllite, bring in some grounding energy or through oils, or maybe you want to like balance the energy like the yin yang and bring in black tourmaline. And that will help like keep you grounded. Or red jasper, maybe some people might be attracted to red jasper while you're working with the higher vibrational energy, because you want to be able to connect to spirit and also connect to Mother Earth at the same time and bring in that balance. Christine says she loves lavender with vetiver in the diffuser. Oh, that's a great one. Yeah. My aromatherapy teacher, she actually recommends that. She loves to diffuse vetiver at night. Lavender is great too. Those are both like complementary. Which reminds me, I might have to get out my diffuser tonight. Usually what I do, my bedtime routine is I have like on the side of my bed, I have a little shelf there, and I have all my little oils that I use for bedtime, and I just pop them on right before I go to sleep. You know, and it just the smell, it just brings in that calm, instant calm, and helps you to relax. So vetiver is such a great one. The only thing is, when I use vetiver, my husband's like, you smell like dirt. So sometimes I like to use it on my feet, but if I put it on my head, he's like, you smell like dirt. But it is a great oil to work with. So I'm already feeling this apophyllite energy, so I want to just send some out to whoever's watching now or in the replay. And first, I'm going to call in, if you want to take a moment to just take a deep breath, and I'll do the cards after I send the crystal energy. But I wanted to raise all our vibrations from this intense moon. So just take a deep breath in and relax. And breathe out and release, and we'll do that 2 more times. And I just want you to feel into your body. Anywhere you might have any aches or pains, just let it go. Send it to the light. Release that pain, thank it for whatever purpose it may have served you. And just release it, surrender it. And we're going to replace those pains, once we let them go, with this loving energy of this beautiful apophyllite stone. So we're going to transform that stuck, that stagnant energy that hurts, that's been just poking at you, bothering you. And just send it to the light. Release, release, release. And it could be more than one pain. Like I've been having a lot of back pain lately. Lower, upper, all around. So I'm just releasing that to the light. Maybe you have some neck pain or foot pain or knees or wherever, heart pain. Just let that go. And if you need assistance, you could ask your guides to step in and help release that. Excuse me. And then we're just going to infuse that area with the apophyllite and the stillbite energy. And just imagine like beautiful diamonds sparkling, shimmering under the light. And that going into that space that you released the pain, and sealing it, healing it, infusing it with love. And just think of it almost as like liquid metal, like when they do welding and the metal gets really hot that it liquefies, right? And that's just gonna fill that space, but instead of with metal, which is totally fine too if silver works for you, just see the apophyllite just liquefy, and it's sparkling, it's shiny. It could be warm or cold, whatever you feel guided to use. And that is just filling all the gaps, filling all the spaces where that pain once was. And healing you right up. It's like an energetic band-aid. want to call in a little energy, a little bit of that lavender energy. I'm going to put those in my hands right now. And I'm just going to send all that to you as well, bringing in that calm, that peace, that harmony and balance. And letting that flow to those areas. You could imagine anointing those areas that you just cleared and infused with the lavender. So it's like an extra little seal on there. So no pain can come back or hurt you. Oh, that energy is coming in strong. And I just want you now to imagine just being bathed in starlight. Just that coming down, washing over you, washing you clean. And any extra energy goes down into the earth to heal Mother Earth. You could even just send that starlight right down to her. And imagine talking to Mother Earth, or perhaps there's an elemental that you connect with. Whatever comes up in your mind's eye. Or if you might feel it or hear it, just connect and say thanks, give your gratitude for their support and healing. And then look up to Father Sky and connect to that. Perhaps you connect to our sun or another star. Vega is a beautiful bright star in our sky. Actually, I believe it's the second brightest. You could connect to Vega and just see that beautiful starlight shimmering down upon you again, connecting to that and thanking the universe for healing you and bringing you together with others as one. Because as we heal ourselves, we also heal the planet, and that ripples out across the universe through time and space. And then just feel like you're coming back into your body, back into yourself. You're aligned, you're balanced, you're centered, you're grounded. You are one once again. And when you're ready, just open your eyes. Oh, I feel like I need to move. If you need to move, then just do that. Rolling your shoulders back helps to kind of open up your heart space, your heart chakra. And releases, you hear the little creaks and cracks, that releases any stuck energy, anything that wanted to just need a little extra help. Hello, Charlene, are you there? If you got to watch you could go back and watch the replay. We did a quick little meditation with my beautiful Apophyllite and Stillbite stone and some lavender energy as well. So I don't know, I'm feeling good. What about you guys? Did that feel good? I just have to smell this lavender again because it's so relaxing, so beautiful and peaceful, and I just needed that energy. And then another oil and essence I was working with today was rose. So I put rose on my heart because rose is said to help align our chakras. And I have rose water as well, organic rose water, and I put that in my water. So I just do like about, for my big bottle here, I do about a cap full of the rose water, and just shake it up a little bit and take a sip. And the rose water, if you don't have rose oil, it is super pricey, but worth it if you could get it. I only have like the little 2 milliliter bottle that came in my aromatherapy kit when I took my class this spring. But I get rose water and put that in my water, and a little more cost effective, and it really helps to raise your vibration a lot. So I have that going in here right now. So I highly recommend it. I could put a link in the comments later for the place I get my rose water from. The rose oil I get is from Wisdom of the Earth, and my friend Katie Shell, she's actually does all the ordering for us right now. I'm still working on, I have to finish my paper, get my certification, and then I'll be able to start selling the oils as well through Wisdom of the Earth. Otherwise, right now, I could put her link down after this as well, so you could contact her or tell her Sarah sent ya. But I get it from her, and all the oils from Wisdom of the Earth are beautiful because, one, it's a company that started in Sedona area. It's a smaller company, it's not an MLM, and they are very particular. Like, you have to take the aromatherapy education class if you want to offer their oils for sale. And because they want you really teaching how to work with the oils, not just on a physical level, but on a spiritual level too, because they work with farmers that are, you know, biodiverse, and they do the organic farming, and they even do ceremony. A lot of their farmers do ceremony with the oil, so good energy is getting put into each one. And that's why I was really called to get my aromatherapy certification through them, because I've tried other oil brands, and for me, I really love the energy that goes into these. So, and it's worth spending the money for something high quality and has good energy too. You know, to me that makes a difference, because I'm an energy healer, so I want to work with oils that feel energetically sound to me. So yeah, and the rose smells so amazing. It's just so beautiful. But I like working with the rose water as well, and I include that in my I get it from a different company, but I include that in my morning water usually. Today I felt like I needed to double up on it because the energy from this eclipse is so intense. So that's why I'm drinking more now, but usually I have that in the morning instead of coffee or tea. I'll have my rose water, and it helps me. Some days though, we need our coffee. But I highly suggest adding it to, you can add it to shakes or smoothies or anything really. What I do is I actually put a little capful also on my yogurt, and I do my yogurt with oatmeal and my berries in the morning and for my breakfast, and I do a capful of the rose water and a little bit of cinnamon and turmeric, because turmeric's good for inflammation, and it makes me feel like I'm eating a healthy breakfast. It makes me feel like I'm waking up to having something good going into my body instead of just slamming it with coffee and sugar and all that other stuff. So it's made a change in me energetically as well, so I highly recommend it. But let's see, I'm gonna get the cards going since I think I did enough essential oil chatting for now. But I love the oils as much as I love my crystals now, so I even got a little spray bottle today, and I put some like purified water in there and my citrine crystal, and added some of the rose oil. So when I'm starting to feel like, because it's so gloomy here in Oregon, you know, it's summer and it's gonna rain for the whole like week or whatever. So when I feel kind of down, you know, from the weather and the energy too, I just spray that little bottle with the citrine and the rose oil in it, and it just kind of refreshes your energy, your aura, your space. So, or you could use the rose water in there too. I do that as well. So just some suggestions for you ladies. But I'm gonna use the Ocean Oracle cards today. So I really like them. There's about 200 of them here, and I'm seeing if I could shuffle them all at once. Usually I do half the deck, but Oh, and some just fell out. I feel like I need to shuffle them all together this time, so I will do some group messages, and I will pull cards for whoever's here right now. And I dropped them again, so give me just a second. All right, yeah, it's really hard to shuffle 200 cards at once. But, okay, so I see a couple bubbles on there, but I can't tell the faces because I'm on my phone. How about, let's see, if you comment what crystal you're working with right now, then I'll pick a card for you. And please, if you can, like and share this video as well, because I haven't been live for a while, so it'll help get me seen again once I start being more consistent. Life, you know, raising two basically teenage boys right now and homeschooling them and all that fun stuff. It takes over. Oh, Heather. Hi, Heather. Glad to see you're on. All right, so let me see. Let me get a card for Heather. And let me refresh this so I could see who else is still on. And Charlene. So, Heather, I know it's late for you there, so let me pull you a card quick. All right, this is some feat if I could get these 200 cards shuffled and get a message for you. Let's see, there's your little shell, and it's called Solander's Trivia, and the number is 161. I'll tell you the 161. And it says trivial and unimportant. So maybe something that you're focusing on right now, or whatever's coming up in your head is it's something you don't have to worry about. It's not that important. You might feel like, oh, it's bugging you, it's important, you know, I need to put my energy into this, but the message that's coming through right now is don't worry about it. This is something that will pass, okay? You know, so what's the phrase? I forget. But so soon this shall pass, to this shall pass. Yeah, whatever. I see like the white guy with the long hair. What was it, Lord of the Rings or something? You know, like a mage, a wizard type of guy, and he's saying that this will pass, so don't worry about it. It's like the first thing that came into my mind, like Gandalf. That's who it is, Gandalf. This too shall pass. Thank you, Charlene. My jumbled brain. Yeah. It's okay. Heather knows. She's got lots of boys running through her house. I don't know how we think straight, right? Charlene, you have kids too. All right, let me get a card for Charlene. Oh, these just love to fall out. All right. What does Charlene need to hear for her highest good? And my hair keeps getting cut in the cards. All right, let's see what you got, Charlene. And remember, we're all in this space together, so the messages I might say for you might resonate with someone else, especially whoever's watching the replay. These may all these may all resonate with you. So if you feel it's for you, it is for you, okay? So Charlene, there's your card, and it's number 61. We got the 1 and 6s going on. Atlantic Trumpet Triton, and it says being numb to feelings and in denial of emotions. And so right now with the new moon, I don't know how you've been feeling, but man, and with the eclipse energy, they say a lot of stuff from the past comes up, and I think they were saying that the energy of this time was resonating with, was it 2002 or 2012? I can't remember. I'll have to look it up and get back to you guys. But something from like at least 12 years ago, right? And so if you think back, like what happened to that time? What do you need to let go of? What do you need to release? Those emotions that you've been like carrying with you all this time. It's just time to let them go. dive into this new moon energy, call on your guides, and just ask to release that so you could keep going. Heather thought it was 2003. Okay, it might be 2003, 2002, something. It was a while ago. We'll go with 2003. So all of you, think back to what happened in that time period. You could think about, from like a few years before and after too, because sometimes we're just stuck in a rut of what's going on. And gosh, like I was trying to think, where was I at that time? I don't know. I move every 2 to 4 years, so it's really hard to figure out where I ever am. But if you can remember, Charlene, or any of you, around 2003, give it a year or two difference, what happened at that time, and just allow that to finally be released. Just let go of that, let's see, 2002. Yeah, that was pre-marriage for me. So and a lot of that stuff has been coming up lately, like past stuff. So just need to release that. Just, you're done with it. It's not something that's part of your life anymore. Think of all of us, how much we've changed in that, that time period, almost 20 years ago, right? We are not the same people at all, and we just need to let that shit go. So I think that's what this card should really say. Instead of being numb to feelings and in denial of our emotions, it's just time to let that shit go. So you're allowed to embrace your emotions and understand them, but don't go into that energy again. You don't need it. It's not worth it, right? It's not worth to be angry. It's not worth to be upset. Those things don't have a hold of you anymore. If they do, it's up here and maybe in here in your heart, and you just don't need it anymore. So just let it go. You were stationed in Hawaii 2002? Oh, I was there in 2005. But yeah, it's time to release that and do the deep work right now. Just prepare yourself. Like I said, use the, tap into that apophyllite energy. Even if you don't have an apophyllite, you could call that in energetically, etherically, just by, I'll post a picture of the stone on the page so you guys could tap into it after the live. Call in that higher energy. If you have a stone, quartz, or even rose quartz, because rose quartz is so simple. It's just focusing on love energy. Hold that rose quartz as you're releasing all that stuff from, 20 years ago. It's time. We deserve it for ourselves to let go of that. And I think that's a tough thing to realize sometimes, We deserve to move forward. We deserve to let go of the past. We don't have to hold that shit for anyone anymore, especially ourselves, we need to keep going. So we need to let go. Let it flow, let it flow. That's what's coming through. All right, Christine, let me see what card comes up for you. Christine lives in Eva Beach between Pearl Harbor and the Marine Fire and Rage. Oh, yes. I used to live in Eva Beach too. I know exactly where you're at. Oh, the good old days. Eva Beach was so, oh my gosh. And we moved so many times when we lived in Hawaii, but Eva Beach was like the hottest, driest place. Is it still there? Yeah, except the one time when we lived near the beach. But oh my gosh, yeah, K-Bay is amazing. It's such a different vibe from Eva Beach to K-Bay. But the White Plains Beach, sorry if you haven't been to Hawaii before, we all know this. That White Plains Beach by Barbers Point, that was like a cool place. Me and my husband used to go to all the time, and I liked it there. But Kapolani Beach Homes, okay, yes, the dry side. Yeah, that's the only part I didn't like about Eva. We didn't have an air conditioner either. It was so bad. But it's Hawaii. It can't be that bad, right? It's Hawaii. All right, Christine, let me see here. I'm getting caught up in Hawaii. Cool. The jingle shells came up. I didn't find these in Hawaii, but I found these in Rhode Island. But your card number is 24, and it says, let me hold it under the light here. having a focus that's too one-sided, need for balance with time, money, and energy. So having a focus that's too one-sided, need for balance with time, money, and energy. So whatever that you have going on in your life right now, yeah, you live in paradise, right? And finding the balance between living in paradise and trying to do everything else that you need to do, right? Because it does feel like you're on a permanent vacation there sometimes, right? And then other times not so much. And I don't know, I used to crave going back to the mainland a lot. It was hard for me to leave Hawaii, but at the same time, it was having to find that balance. Yeah, work focus. So there you go. Focusing on work and finding that balance between work and play, you know? So on your ride home from work, you know, just in your car, and for all of us, you know, say your gratitudes, you know, what are you grateful for? You know, what can you release? What stress can you release from work on your way home? And find something that's happy. Find something that's going to bring that balance in to replace whatever it is that you let go of. But I love the jingle shells, and aren't those colors? They're like tropical colors, reminder of being at the beach for me. And they're light, airy energy. And also the jingle shells, they also shimmer. They have like this beautiful sheen over them. And I love them. And Christine, I'm hearing that you need to go to, that there's a beach in Sand Island. It's past the Coast Guard base at the end of it. A little sketchy sometimes to go in during the day. But you could collect lots of sea glass if you go early in the morning. Beautiful sea glass and stones and everything there. And I don't know why, I just got it that you need to go to Sand Island. So if you haven't been there for a while, maybe that'll help you release some and find some balance. And find, maybe you need to find some, oh, you're going to Sand Island next week? Yes, that's awesome. So maybe you need to get a bottle. Go early though, because I know it's been a while I've been there, but I know there were a lot of older gentlemen that went really early in the morning, and they would get all the sea glass before anyone gets there. So go as early as possible. You'll still find stuff, but it won't be a lot. Go as early as you can and bring a bottle, get a bottle, and fill it up with some pretty sea glass. And then you keep that jar on your desk at work or wherever your work situation is. Maybe you could even turn a piece of sea glass into a pendant or something like that. And work with that energy, because the sea glass, even though it's, you know, artificially made, well, not, you know, it's being tumbled by the sea, so you have that ocean energy constantly in there. And it brings me calm. Playing with the sea glass is almost like crystals for me. It brings in that calming energy, and maybe that'll help keep you focused at work. Anytime you're stressed out, you could just look at that little bottle or that sea glass pendant or bracelet or whatever, and just call on that calm energy for yourself. So yeah, I love it. Oh, I love talking about Hawaii. I'm glad we could all share some Hawaiian energy tonight. That's awesome. But I'm going to pick one more card for everyone who hasn't been in Hawaii. One more card for the group here, and see what comes up. If I could try and hold these 200 cards again. All right, and our other card, oh my gosh, it almost looks like the jingle shell, but it's the Atlantic Slipper, number 53. It's kind of got like a little sheen inside of it, except instead of the outside of the shell. And it says challenging stereotypes and pushing limits. So, and right now we're in Mercury retrograde, if you didn't know. And with the eclipse and the new moon and all the other astrological retrogrades and crazy solar flares, we've been having intense solar flares, CMEs hitting the earth, so affecting maybe electronics or just our sensitive nature, the heartbeat of the earth. So a lot of challenging stuff's coming up right now, and we might feel like we're pushed to our limits. I know I've been pushed to my limits. I've been feeling pushed to my limits. I've been trying to do so much, and then my body's like, nope. And then my back start acting up, and I'm on the couch for days again. So I think it's a reminder not to push our limits. We can challenge things without going overboard. We could call in changes without going overboard, and, you know, listen to our bodies and remind ourselves that, yes, it's important to make changes, but at the same time, don't do things that's so dramatic or so drastic that it's going to put you back, right? So I learned this week to, because my husband just left for the summer, and so I learned this week that I just need to slow down and take it easy, and things will just work out at its own pace. I will get things done. I could let the dishes slide. I could, you know, wait on laundry. You know, I need to take time to relax and adjust and be able to get back into my space, my new routine and focus for the summer. So yes, it's good to, because right before he left, we were like trying to purge the house and do all this crazy stuff, and I just did too much for my body. So now I know, okay, time to take it down a notch and relax and chill a little bit. It's, you know, summertime, and it's time to have some fun. So even though we could make changes and challenges and all that good stuff, we need to take care of ourselves, body, mind, and spirit, you know? So don't go overboard with these challenges, because the first thing that came to mind was Mercury retrograde, and kind of like the opposite of what the card's saying. So we might be pushing ourselves to the limits, and we need to stop and just learn to relax, you know, find that balance, right? Like the last cards, find that balance, bring in that calm and that peace, and just have a good summer. That would be nice. Or winter if you're in the southern hemisphere, right? But I think we had some good messages today, so thank you, ladies, for being here with me. I'm going to take a picture of the beautiful Apophyllite and post that on the page for you all, so you could tap into its energy, because we could share crystal energy. And here, I'll give you a good close-up look at that. Beautiful Apophyllite and Stillbite. I love this so much. And on the back, you could see the matrix, the rocks that came off of it. So kind of makes me think of that yin yang energy, because you have the dark and the light, and bringing in that balance that we're talking about. So have a beautiful evening, ladies. And I'm available to do readings and Reiki sessions. I put a link in the comments, I think, earlier. So you could go to my website, and then you could book through there, and then just send me a message for a payment link or a scheduler link. Yeah. So I could set up a time with you. And because I'm basically free all summer now, except early mornings. Still homeschooling the kids for a bit. But I hope you have a great summer, and it's just the beginning of it, right? So time to relax and have some fun, and enjoy the sun, and take care of yourself. Please, you know, take care of you, take care of your heart, and remember to say your gratitude. Something I was doing today, one last note, something I was doing today was, this morning I woke up and I was in a mood and tired and frustrated and everything. And for every negative thought that came into my head, every complaint I was making, I said, I am going to say one thing I'm grateful for. And you know what? Like within 20 minutes, I stopped complaining. So I was tricking my brain. I was telling it, nope, because you'll be doing this all day long. If you're going to complain, you have to say something you're grateful for. And it just helped me get through the day. So there's something small that you could try when you try to remember when you feel frustrated and dealing with all these weird energies going on. But all right, well, thank you, ladies, for being here, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.